you're being lied to, and you don't even know it. Discipline is the key to success. Well, I have ADHD. My mind doesn't sit still for 1 second. I can't focus for long, can't stick to a checklist, and I absolutely can't survive in a world of military-grade discipline. For years, I thought it was broken. Because everyone kept saying, no discipline? Then forget about success. But then, I found the truth. A lot of successful people, they're not disciplined at all. They're just smart. They pick the right tasks, the right people, the right timing. They're lazy, but they're strategically lazy. I stopped trying to become someone I'm not. I started designing a life that works with my chaotic brain, not against it. And I call people like me Lazy Richmen. The ones who live smooth, make money, stay free, and sleep well. No more forcing, no more burnout. And still, we win. Today, I'm here to expose the big lie behind discipline equals success, so you can finally escape the maze of advice that sounds right, but leaves you exhausted. I'm lazy, but I'm calculated. I do less, but I hit harder. And I call it Lazy Richmen. Today, I'll show you exactly how to live this way and still win. Stick around till the end. I promise by the time we're done, you'll look at your own journey with completely new eyes. Why does the phrase, "you need discipline to succeed," sound so convincing, yet turn out to be dangerously misleading? Let me paint you a picture. Have you ever met someone like this? They wake up at 4:30 a.m. sharp. They journal every day, read 52 books a year, and plan every single minute on Notion, Trello, and Google Calendar. They work out in the morning, eat clean, and push themselves to learn 3 new skills a week. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the truth. They're still stuck in a soul-crushing life. They're still working for someone else, constantly busy, but empty. And worst of all, they blame themselves for not being disciplined enough. That's the real danger of this phrase. It oversimplifies a messy, complex journey into one golden answer: discipline. No money? You're not disciplined. No opportunity? You're just lazy. Not happy? You're not working hard enough. It sounds fair, but it's brutal. Because it ignores your context, your starting point, your system, your wiring, even your luck. Now imagine this. You're incredibly disciplined. But if you're heading in the wrong direction, working on something you're not meant for, or stuck in a system designed to hold you back, then discipline will only take you further off course, faster, and more exhausted. That's the cruel trick of modern life. They hand you a broken map, tell you to run fast, then blame you for not reaching the destination. Let's be clear. Discipline isn't wrong, but it's not enough. Because if you're not on the right path, not playing the right role, not using the right system, then you're just the fastest runner in a hamster wheel. But here's the truth. Strategic laziness beats blind discipline. And that's the core mindset of the Lazy Richmen. So who is a Lazy Richman? And how do they still win without grinding themselves into the ground? I used to think success meant hustling 24/7. Sweat, sacrifice, military-style discipline. Until I met a guy who didn't even make plans. He plays golf every week, naps daily, and makes 10 times more than I do. That's a lazy Richman. So what makes them different? They don't brag about discipline, they deliver results. They don't chase deadlines, they automate before problems even show up. They don't do everything, they choose what matters most. They focus on the 20% that drives 80% of results. Then they multiply that through systems, tools, and people. They're not lazy in the way most people think. They just refuse to waste time on things that don't move the needle. Instead of self-discipline, they choose self-design. They don't force themselves to wake up early. They sleep enough, then work when their mind is at peak performance. They don't try to read 50 books a year. They find one book that truly matters and apply it relentlessly. They don't chase 10 different skills. They master one, then sell it where it pays best. Lazy Richman understands one powerful truth. Success isn't about being the hardest worker in the room. It's about being the most free. They don't follow society's formula. They build their own rules. And the wildest part? They still win. Lazy Richman Success Formula. Let me tell you something I remind myself every single morning. No one gives you a trophy for burning out. People don't care how hard you work. They only care about the value you create. So, how do lazy Richmen, people like me, succeed while doing less? We use a formula, a ridiculously simple one, but brutally effective. Success equals understand yourself, choose the right work, optimize with tech, connect with the right people, use leverage, just enough discipline, right timing, a little bit of luck. Let's break it down, piece by piece. 1. Understand yourself before doing anything. Only play on the field where you're strongest. 2. Choose the right work. Do less. Go deep. Ask, what 20% of actions create 80% of results? 3. Optimize with tech. Stop doing repeatable tasks. Let the tools do it. 4. Connect with the right people. Play as a team. Find people who are better than you at what you're bad at. 5. Use leverage. Do it once. Get paid many times. 6. Apply just enough discipline, the kind of discipline that says, I won't waste energy on things that don't matter. 7. Master timing. Wait for the wave, then jump in. And finally, accept luck, because luck shows up more often when you're prepared to catch it. And what's the result? You work less than most people, but create 10x the value. You don't burn out, you don't force, but you still get results. You're not a productivity robot. You're a systems designer, living on your own terms. And here's the truth I discovered the hard way. I used to live like a warrior, forcing myself to learn 3 new skills every month, reading 1 book a week like it was homework, crushing deadlines, pulling all-nighters, bragging about not taking a single day off in 2 years. Until one day, I broke down. Not because I failed, but because I realized I had never actually lived. I was chasing a version of success someone else had drawn. And the worst part, even they weren't happy with it. So I stopped. I sat down and asked myself, what do I really want? What kind of success would actually make me happy? And the answer was clear. I don't need to be disciplined like a robot. I don't need to become a clone of Elon Musk. I don't need to compete in someone else's race. What I need is a craft I'm great at, a system that supports me without draining me, a tribe I can grow with and contribute to. That's when I became a lazy Richman. Someone who doesn't do more, but does what matters. Someone who doesn't live by discipline, but by design. Someone who moves with his own rhythm and still outpaces the people who are sprinting.
Let me say this loud and clear. You don't need to push harder just to deserve freedom. You need to design your life smarter. Don't let society sell you the idea that you must trade freedom for approval. Freedom is the ultimate success. And yes, you can absolutely reach it, but on your terms. So if there's one thing I want you to remember from this entire video, it's this. Discipline equals success is the old script. Optimization plus right people plus smart systems equals freedom plus results plus joy is the new playbook. And if you too are one of us, one of the lazy thinkers who wants to live simple but live well, then know this. You are not alone. Lazy Richmen is a community, and I'm genuinely glad you're here.